Yo, what is up guys, Destroyer here, and I'm gonna bring you guys a new video. This video is back in Destiny, and it is all about how to get the highest damage possible on your hunter. I'm gonna try and do one of these on each class once I figure it all out. Like, the weapons are the same, but all the stuff you gotta set up on the class is kind of custom, because you're wondering if you want to do like bubble or bow to get more damage like that, or have a really high power attacker like golden gun. So, first off, for the weapons, which basically go through all classes, the highest damage weapons, not damage per second, but just straight up damage, are hand cannons. Now, you want a really high impact, high range hand cannon, because the fire rate does not matter a ton unless you're going for DPS. And right now, I'm saying the highest damage things you can get without having to go damage per second and checking all the statistics, just getting high damage just right there, hit as hard as possible. So you're going to want a hand cannon, and make sure it has high impact and high range. Compare it to the palindrome sold by the Crucible weapons vendor. That is a really great one. You can pick that up for 150 legendary marks, and that is an incredibly powerful hand cannon. Next, a lot of people like shotguns, and I'm talking PvE here, so a lot of people like shotguns and snipers, but never sidearms in PvE, so don't even worry about them. Now, for the highest damage possible, I want you to also be able to go from all ranges and just be able to do anything. So you're going to definitely want to be using a sniper. Now, use a shorter zoom scope, because that'll just help you from moving around, and high zoom scopes kind of just get annoying when you're moving around or having to do anything else besides aim on the target. Now, what I would recommend 100% is to go for a Devil's Dawn, because this is an absolute beast sniper that anyone can get. Now, just go play the Siva Heroic Strikes, and if you get a skeleton key on strikes that you know don't drop, like a helmet exclusive or armor exclusive, or even a weapon exclusive, that has a high chance of dropping a Devil's Dawn. Now, you can get them with other exclusives, but it's much rarer than doing one that doesn't have a specific exclusive to the strike. So run those strikes, get a skeleton key, spend it on the right one, and you can possibly get a Devil's Dawn. The reason it is so amazing is, comparing it to all other snipers, it has higher impact and higher range. Now, the raid sniper is pretty close to this. It has really good impact and range as well, but the perks that make this thing amazing, that drop really commonly, I've actually never had a roll without it: rifled barrel, which cranks that range to max; life support, which is super helpful for surviving; and then firefly. Now, basically, the great part about this, it's not great for single target damage, but if you're going after one target and this thing is going to hit like a truck, maybe just like one shot a captain's shield off and kill it as well, and then you can get that burst and take targets around it. So it's an absolutely amazing weapon. Now, when you get to heavies, there are a lot of heavies people use. Now, for the highest damage in crowds, which it basically depends on the situation, what you're going to be doing, I would recommend Gjallarhorn, which, if you guys don't know, complete the story missions, you'll get a special quest, run it. It's super awesome, and it's an amazing year 1 classic weapon that deals insane damage with tracking, and the clusters are amazing on this weapon. You're going to want to get it just for your arsenal. But for single target damage, a lot of people are fighting between the exotic swords and the sleeper simulant. Now, the exotic swords, I'm talking about year 2, the Raze Lighter, Dark Drinker, and whatever the arc one is, I can't remember it right now, but they're fighting about it because they both do insane single target damage, and people have been testing it all in the raid, and through everything, Dark Drinker, the Void Sword, is the highest damage heavy weapon in the entire game. Now, I am working on the quest to get it right now, but the thing with it is it does more DPS than straight up one hit damage. So if you are just going against like higher adds, like a captain with elite captain with a really hard shield, you're gonna want to be using Raze Lighter instead, because it hits incredibly hard. One massive blow when you use your RT does insane damage, but has a long recoil time. like it takes a little while to ready again. Then the Dark Drinker, you're spinning around and getting multiple hits, so it doesn't kill it as fast, but overall, if you're damaging one boss, you will do more damage using the Dark Drinker. But for a single target that is not a boss and you're just sitting there, I would recommend Raise Lighter. Now, Sleeper Simulant is a decent weapon because it has super high damage, but the fire rate, you have to hit every shot as soon as it's ready. It's kind of an awkward weapon just being a fusion rifle, and you have to be very accurate. Where with the swords, you just have to barely aim and Gallahorn as long as your tracking is engaged. You're good from basically everywhere. So I would recommend picking up one of the exotic swords, which how to get it is you go to Shaxx, you can buy one of the basic swords, level that up to attack 350 and then like max it out, max all the bubbles out on it, and then you'll get a quest and just follow the quest. It's incredibly long, but it's incredibly worth it to get these high damage weapons. Now for the hunter subclass, I was looking into all of it. Don't even really care about Blade Dancer. It for even single target or boss damage, it's just not going to do what you want. So you're either going to be between Night Stalker or Gunslinger. Basically, it depends on if you're in a raid group and there's a bunch of Night Stalkers, maybe one of you wants to be a gunslinger. But for single target damage, like if you're running strikes or doing Archon's Forge, I would always recommend Gunslinger only if you have Celestial Nighthawk. Now, if you don't know what Celestial Nighthawk does, Golden Gun has 3 shots basically, and then you put Celestial on, you only get 1 shot, but it does 10 or 6 times the damage of a normal shot, so it does massive damage in a single shot. So as long as you're accurate, you hit insane damage. So if you're trying to like solo Nightfall, run through strikes, and you don't have like a teammate or somebody helping you, I would completely recommend using Gunslinger with Celestial Nighthawk. Now, if you're running in a group and you have any communication, or you know they don't have like weapons of light or something, I would run Night Stalker just to help your group out. But for single target damage and for you trying to solo something or just going in to get the max damage possible, remember use Golden or Gunslinger and have Celestial Nighthawk. Now, it's a pretty exclusive exotic. If Xur sells it, definitely pick it up, but just grind out for that exotic. Is definitely, I believe, the most worthwhile one in the entire hunter subclass. So the only other thing that can affect your damage is your light level, if it's a light level based thing, which pretty much every PvE is. So you're gonna want to make sure to max out your light level. I have guides for that on my channel, so don't forget to check those out. Hopefully this guide has been helpful. Don't forget to drop a like down below, subscribe for more Destiny, Black Ops 3, and I'll get back into World of Warcraft soon. Don't worry about it. And I will see you guys later. See you guys.